Filing a patent is an expense. Licensing it, that's a business. Most inventors come into my office with a mix of both excitement and legitimate fear. I remember a client, I'll call him Joe for confidentiality. Joe had a breakthrough mechanical tool. It was a unique tool, it was great, but he was terrified. He sat across from me in my office and said, I don't want to tell anyone about this. I'm scared a big corporation is just going to grab it and run with it. I had to back Joe off the ledge. I told him a patent isn't a magic ticket where you submit an application, get an approval, and then a company calls to offer you millions of dollars for your patent. It just doesn't work like that. Instead, a patent specifically gets that patent pending status for you. That's what gives you the green light to stop hiding and start selling. Patent pending. Today, I'm going to walk you through the exact 5-step framework that I gave Joe to turn an idea into a monthly royalty check without ever manufacturing a single product. All right, step 1. Start with a commercialization strategy. The first step is changing your mindset. You need to treat your patent filing as the beginning of a commercialization strategy, not the end of a legal process. Securing your priority date with a provisional patent application is vital, but really, the real work begins the moment that your application gets filed. This is when you use that protection to talk to product developers, build a prototype, and get feedback from beta testers. You aren't just protecting an idea, you are shaping an asset that a company will actually want to buy. Step 2, focus on business impact, not just the tech. Remember that commercial value is measured by business impact, not technical novelty. I see brilliant inventions all the time that never make a dime because they don't solve a profitable problem. Companies don't like cool ideas. They license solutions that reduce their costs or increase their revenue. Before you go all in, ask yourself, does this solve a problem that a big company is already spending money to fix? Step 3, target the right licensees. Don't just blast your idea to every company in the industry. You want to align with existing business models. If your invention requires a company to build an entirely new factory just to make it, they probably won't license it from you. You want to find the company where your patent fits perfectly into their existing production line or catalog. Approaching the wrong targets just wastes your time, wastes their time, and it can prematurely wear out interest in your own invention. Step 4, pitch the outcome, not the asset. Effective pitching translates intellectual property rights into business outcomes. When you finally get that meeting, don't just describe how the invention works. Describe why the recipient should care. Show them how it solves a concrete business problem. Frame your patent as a way for them to gain a competitive advantage or capture a new segment of the market. And lastly, step 5, structure the deal for risk and reward. You need to understand the deal structure. A good licensing agreement reflects how risk is shared. Are you looking for upfront payments, royalties per unit, or performance milestones? Many inventors lose out here because they don't understand the mechanics of the deal. My job is to make sure you negotiate from a position of strength, ensuring you aren't conceding value unnecessarily. Now, you might be wondering why I'm so focused on the business side of patents and not just the legal filing. It's because I've spent over 25 years helping clients like Joe navigate these exact waters. But more importantly, I've sat on both sides of the deal table. Before opening my own law firm, I served as senior patent counsel for the U.S. Department of Energy's National Renewable Energy Lab. There, I was one negotiating the licensing deals from the inside with small businesses and major corporations alike. I've also gone head to head with major universities to negotiate complex IP ownership agreements. I know the script that the big players use. I know the pitfalls that they look for, and I know exactly what it takes to get them to a deal. When you work with me, you aren't just getting a lawyer to fill out forms. You're getting an insider's perspective on how to actually close the deal. Turning an idea into income is a journey, but you don't have to do it alone. When you work with my firm, you work directly with me. I don't just protect your idea. We'll work together to position it for success. If you're ready to move from idea to income, click the link below to schedule a consultation, and let's get your strategy started.